Dear Diary, today was such a great day. Usually around my birthday, bad things happen out of nowhere, as if Tefnut put a dark cloud over the whole month. But today I turned 13, and it was such a blessing. All of my friends got together to play Mamba, my favorite game. Ajani was the head snake catching everyone he set his eyes on. I was one of the last ones to get caught and go to the end of the snake. To be honest, I felt like my friends were having more fun being captured and following the leader Ajani than I had running away, so I let myself get caught. I was tired of running. Told scenes. Dear Diary, Ma and Ba are having a baby. I'm going to have a baby brother or sister. Kawana Kuchu. I'm so happy because now I can make him or her clean the house instead. As soon as their first steps are made, they're on the dishes. I've always prayed for a sibling. I love my friends, but a family tie is like a tree. It could bend, but it won't break. Oh yeah, on my way home from school, I saw a few ships out just before the horizon. They were big. Must have a big family to feed. Well, it's time for me to eat. Told scenes. Dear Diary, Dad is gone. He hasn't gotten back from fishing yesterday. I tried to calm Mom down. She's been crying all day. A few of my friends told me that their dads haven't returned either. Maybe they caught so much fish that it's taking them a longer time to get back. That's a lie I told Mom. They calmed her down for a bit, but I hope it's true. Dad, please find your way back wherever you are. We need you. Dear Diary, I finally have some great news. Mom is having a baby. She isn't going to have it here though. One of her friends told her that there are people on those big ships that will help her give birth, and that Dad might be on there as well. The friend was persistent in taking Mom to the ship, but before Mom went, she told me she would be back with Dad and my little sister or brother. Oh Shun, please guide my family back home safe. Dear Diary, I didn't think I would have found this old book again. It's been 5 years since I last with my family. I've been watching the ships, seeing how a lot of people are getting on and leaving the shore just to disappear in the horizon. I've heard rumors that the ships are ruled by pale cannibals that eat the villagers that get on, which is why mostly prisoners are on board. But Mom and Dad weren't criminals. They haven't done anything wrong. I miss them. I can only pray they are safe over the waters. Did they forget about me? Maybe they're happier there over the horizon. I wonder what it's like. Tomorrow I will offer myself up to one of the ships, so I can see my family again and be happy with them. Mom, Dad, and I don't know what they named you, my sibling, but I will call you Umaroki, because you were born to a good family. I will see you soon. Totsi. Translantic transmission. Which is scarier, the fact that most African Americans can't swim on a planet covered by 75% water, or the possibility that the events from the Atlantic slave trade was so traumatic that the inability to swim, the fear of the water, and the fear of what lies beneath transferred from generation to generation like an inherited trait. We are made of the body, soul, and energy. The body will die, the soul will be at rest, but energy cannot be destroyed, only transferred, so it stays on this plane. There is energy over the waters, kinetic energy as the waves crash from ocean to ocean, and spiritual energy left by our ancestors. Ever wondered what makes a haunted house haunted? It's not the soul that's at rest, but the energy that was left behind that was conjured from a traumatic experience. June through July are currently reported to have the most deaths by drowning than the other months. Research says that the atrocities of the Atlantic slave trade might have started around the same time. Kings and queens sold by their own people, and they wonder why they call us crabs in a barrel. Branded with a hot iron, skin singed, a permanent mark to remind you that we don't have ownership therein. Head shaved, disconnecting our long and curly journey from the roots. An heir is cut off to confirm the purchase of a slave. Ironic how we cry and complain, but no one hears our pain. Killed because our lives are worth less, raped because we are only good for sex, packed and chained on ships like cargo, made to sleep in disease and feces, awaiting a not-so-better tomorrow. Kings and queens search for their peace and death by drowning. Kings and queens rush the waters plowing, thousands of bodies into the waters and counting, allowing death's grasp to take hold, but confounding, hoping that their souls will return home from where they were taken. But what lurked beneath the waters were jaws ready and waiting. In order to keep the kings and queens from committing harakiri, the captains will throw some of them overboard to demonstrate how sharks feed. As time went on and our hope decreased, we were taught to fear the deep blue sea. Kings and queens, rest in peace. Our pain is recorded within the elements. Our blood, sweat, and tears went into the earth as we worked it. The passion within for freedom, like a fire that won't quit. Our cries falling on deaf ears, so it's carried by the wind, ascending to open up the heavens, and it rains. Black tears from the sky to nourish the land that we built. I call it injustice. They say photosynthesis. A rejuvenating cycle where only they benefit. I say we take it back. From the depths of the sea I rise for my people. For the crimes I have seen, I will die for my people. Babies born on ships and died without ever seeing land? Are men forced to dance for their oppressors' entertainment? They took us from our land of wealth and glory. They stole our story and made it his story. My people, your path will be cleared. Iron sword in hand, we will wreak fear on this land. There will be no mercy. Their blood will flow through the streets like the Nile. The tables have turned, this wrath was earned, the beginning of their tribulation and trial. Let us quench this thirst for vengeance. But wait, I hear another cry, from our women and from our children. Black men, what have you done with your freedom? You've made a deep wound within the heart of our people. Why, when we go to war, the women are the first to put on armor? Who's raising our children if you're not there to be the father? Who are these that you hold with such esteem? Men who glorify the destruction of your own community. They are no better than those that sold their own brothers and sisters into slavery. You have great strength, but you use it to hold each other down, while uplifting your oppressor's hierarchy. For over 400 years you received pain and responded with loyalty. It seems that the generations were nurtured by strong but weak-minded men, because the thinkers were killed lest the slave masters were outsmarted, and the courageous chose death because they knew our people were stuck in mental bondage. And now we're here. And I refuse to fight a war for a people who are at war with themselves. Send me back to the ocean and the waves. You claim to want freedom, but you're the ones keeping yourselves enslaved. We are not the same.
Yeah, yeah, yo, yeah, yeah, yo, yeah, yeah, oh, shoot. Yeah, 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 oh, shoot. Yeah, yeah, yo. Yeah, yeah, yo. Yeah, yeah. Oh, shoot. Yeah, yeah, Ocean is the spirit of the river. Open your hands, she's a sweet and steady giver. She'll turn your tears of sadness into gladness. Praises to Ocean. Yeah, yeah, Ocean is the spirit of the river. Open your hands, she's a sweet and steady giver. She'll turn your tears of sadness into gladness. Praises to Ocean. Yeah, 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 Ocean. Yeah, yeah, yo, yeah, yeah, yo, yeah, yeah, Ocean.
Yea, though I walk through the shadow of the past, I will not succumb to rage. Fury is not my passion, God will handle my revenge. My kings and queens, we've been through so much together to be at war with each other. Children, honor your mother and father. Remember the homeland where you came from. Your ancestry is soaked with bravery and sacrifice, envisioning the greatness of your generation to come. Queens, I know what it's like to go through hell for your men just to watch them open the gates of heaven for another. Don't let that discourage you. Be our man's peace, but don't allow him to become your destruction. Kings, lead our people with love and understanding. Protect them, guide them. You are not only the head of the household, but the head of humanity. Make peace, not war. For when two elephants fight, it is a grass that is trampled. Give our people a peace from within that can't be shaken. Our lineage is filled with royalty. We are not the same. Who else has hair that defies gravity and skin that absorbs the sun? Food that's good for the soul and a culture that never gets old. Our color so bold, melanin worth more than gold, fountain of youth flowing through our skin, it refuses to crack like the blessings from Africa that never lacks. Who else can be the pioneers of creativity? The sound, the soul, the jazz, and rock and roll. The pioneers of creation, Adam and Eve of all generations. For over 400 years, we received pain and responded with peace. We took the crumbs we were given and made a great feast. We are blessed, survivors, kings and queens. We are not the same. In African culture, the hair is the most elevated part of the body. They say that it's a portal for spirits to pass through the soul. Our hair is our journey, like antennas connecting us to our crown chakras. The curls ascend to the heavens, picking up airwaves. Our ancestors are speaking, but are you listening? Fix your crown. Use braids to represent your tribe, locks for letting go of the material things, or an afro for pride and empowerment. Decorate your crown with jewels and pearls, diamonds and gold, your prized possession. Let your crown grow and freeform like the oceans, all natural, all beautiful. Get up off the ground and fix your crown. A crown only fit for kings and queens. Revelations 1:14. He had hair like wool and feet like burnt brass.